Hey everybody, welcome back to Drawbridge Finance. My name is Levi Woods, and today we are talking about 6 American dividend stocks that pay a very, very high yield, and they pay it monthly. Welcome back everybody. My name is Levi Woods and this is Drawbridge Finance. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the notifications bell because when I do videos like this, you want to be notified that these stocks might be on sale. Anyways, today we are talking about 6 dividend paying stocks that pay monthly and are on the American exchanges. Now, I'm Canadian, so of course most of my holdings are in Canadian companies, and there's lots available to me that pay a high dividend yield and they pay it on a monthly basis. Now, one of the reasons that I like to find dividend stocks that pay monthly is because it's an easy way for me to make monthly income. I know exactly how much money I'm going to make every single month so that I can either reinvest that money or, as I get closer to retirement, which is just now officially a couple months away, then I will be able to draw that income from my dividends and be able to spend that money how I wish, either reinvesting or just on day-to-day things. Anyways, before we get into this, I have to remind you guys that I don't offer financial advice. This is an opinion channel about money only. So when I show stocks like this, please do your own research. I've got plenty of videos on what are the key metrics that I look at when purchasing a dividend stock, or like building a portfolio or sector diversification. I have tons of different videos like this. So please check those out. Do your research. My job here is to empower people and to educate people to make their own decisions, to make an informed decision so that we can all get rich together. Anyways, I'm going to jump right into this and take a look at these 6 stocks. So first up, we've got Stellus Capital Investment Corporation, SCM. Now the current dividend yield is 9.42%. Now one of the first things I look at is the chart, because the charts tell us a lot of things. And I've got a couple of moving averages set up here. Now I've done videos on this before. If you guys check that out, I have a video entitled setting up my Yahoo Finance portfolio, and I have a video called Google Finance tells me where to buy. And unfortunately, they've changed Google Finance, so it no longer functions in the way that Yahoo Finance does, but the video is still relevant. What the charts do is they show me an opportunity when it might be a good entry point. Now today, we're not talking about good entry points or bad entry points. I'm just talking purely about 6 stocks that may or may not be on your watch list. So let's look at Stellus Capital. The one thing I like about this is this purple line, which is the 200-day moving average, has got it's slightly uptrending over the last 2 years. So here we're looking at a 2-year chart, and we can see that stocks are cyclical, as they often are, and it's trading well above the 20-day, the 50-day, and the 200-day moving average. But the important thing here is that the 200-day trend line is upward moving, either flat or up. I'm going to turn on the events and we're just going to look. So all these little boxes down here are dividends. We can see 2 years ago it was paying 11 cents and then 11 cents, 11 cents, 11 cents, and still 11 cents. Fairly consistent dividend. I would have to do some research on this company, find out what that dividend payout ratio is, but this is definitely a stock to watch. SCM, Stellus Capital Investment Corporation. So let's pull up another one here. Let's look at WSR. Now WSR is Whitestone REIT. It actually is in my portfolio. So I'm down on the position in price, but I have been continuing to reinvest my dividends, and it has been paying me this dividend for quite a few years now. So the current dividend yield, if I bought today at $12.28, is 8.89% and $1.14 per year. So let's look at the full screen on this and look at the 2 years. Now this purple line, ever so slightly downtrending. So 2 years ago, we were looking at a high of 1302, and today we're looking at 1228. So we've seen some downside, which means that might be a good time to actually buy. When we look at this cycle, you can see that the current trading value, 1228, is below all 3 of our trend lines. So that might be an indicator that I would be buying bigger chunks of this stock. Now, I'm not personally, I'm just letting my dividends reinvest, and I'm happy with that position. Let me just turn on these dividends so you guys can see what's going on. 9 cents, 9 cents, 9 cents, and continuing 9 cents per month. So WSR. So number 3 is a little company, the ticker is SUNS. Solar Senior Capital. Now, don't be confused by this. This is not a solar power company. This is a finance company. Quite a few of these high dividend yield payers are finance companies. I think most of them are. So far, we're at one REIT and two finance. So the dividend yield is $1.41 and 8.49%. So this chart, today it was up a little bit. Let's just look at full screen. I'm going to turn on the dividends right away. And trend line. So 2 years ago, we were looking at 16.75 and now it's sitting at 16.65. So if somebody had bought this 2 years ago, they would have collected this dividend, this 8.5% dividend, and it would have paid out monthly. So 11 cents, 11 cents, 11 cents, 11 cents. And it's a consistent dividend. So again, I would have to go into the last quarterly report and look at the financial well-being of this company to decide if that payout is going to continue to pay. But I would guess from looking at this chart and seeing how these are all quite similar, we saw this dip down in December, and we've seen a bit of a recovery, and now we're trading up 16.65, just slightly over the trend line. At the beginning of today, probably would have been a much better time to get in if I was making a big purchase. So the next one, I love the name of this. It's GAIN, GAIN. And so it's Gladstone Investment Corporation. I actually don't know what this one does. So again, these are not recommendations. Please do your own research. But let's look at the dividends. This one's got a definite uptrending line, which is really, really nice. The dividends here, 6 cents, 6 cents, 6 cents. Little bit of inconsistency, actually raising the dividends and then dropping down. So this one's not quite so consistent. I bet the dividend yield is percentage based. And what was it? It's paying 7.23% per year. So let's just go back to this. Now, because this uptrend line has been so dramatic for the last 2 years, I'm going to look at the 5-year chart and just see. Yeah, so this company is doing extremely well for its shareholders. Not only is it paying a 7.2% current dividend, it's paying it monthly, and there's capital appreciation on the initial investment. Something maybe I should be looking at this because I'd never heard of this. It came up on a little watch list I created, and I'm going to check this out. So GAIN, I'm going to add to watch list. Oh, I'm not signed in, but I would just click right here on add to watch list, and that would add it to my US dividend watch list, which is available to all my patrons. So if you guys are interested in becoming a patron or checking out my Patreon page, then I will put a link down in the description. There will also be a link at the end of the video, so you can check that out. There's free posts, there's paid posts. It's a variety of different things. And so you can see all of my trades that I make. All right, the next one is going to be GNL, Global Net Lease. I'm guessing that this is some sort of real estate fund. If we look at the profile, New York, publicly traded real estate investment trust, focused on acquiring global portfolio of commercial properties with an emphasis on sale leaseback transactions involving single tenant, mission critical, income producing net leased assets across the United States, Western and Northern Europe. So they're diversified outside of the United States, which is good. I don't really know what this means. Single tenant, mission critical income. That's great wording, isn't it? All right, let's look at the chart. Let's look at the summary here. So 10.88%, and then we'll click full screen on the chart. So 5-year, we're seeing a nice little, here we see the last 2 years. This uptrending purple line is the one that I look for very first, and then where it's trading in relation to that. And then of course, the dividends, and so 17.75, 17.75, 17.75. It almost looks like there was a little bit of a gap here. I'd actually have to check the quarterly report to see if they paid this, but I didn't see a harsh downturn in the stock during this. So I would guess that this is an anomaly in Yahoo Finance itself. But I would actually look at the quarterly report and see what they actually paid out to see their dividend payment history and not just trust Yahoo Finance blindly. So the last one, I told you guys I would give you 6 today, is going to be Horizon. And Horizon Technology Finance Corporation. Now this is a really interesting one. They actually lend money to startups. And let me just check to see that I'm quoting this correctly. Yeah, Horizon Technology. I'm pretty sure I read about this company a little bit, and if this is the right one, they are lending money to startups and then they end up becoming partial shareholders in that startup. So if there was a startup that was going to go big and make lots of money, this investment company, the lender, actually owns a portion of it, which is kind of a cool investment idea. I'm not 100% sure that that is the correct company, but one of the ones I was reading about this morning is like that. So Horizon Technology Finance Corporation. And guys, let me know if you're buying this stuff or own it or do some research and see something that's bad. Leave a comment down below and say that company sucks, because we don't want to buy bad companies. All right, so the forward dividend yield, for every $12 stock, we're expecting $1.20 per year, or 9.92%. And then let's click on the full screen chart, and slightly downtrending line. The moving average was 1252 and now it's 1212. Now it's 1179 is the 200-day moving average. So looking at that purple line, slightly downtrending. Nice consistent dividend. It looks like it's paying 10 cents every month. We'll look at the 5-year chart, and it is downtrending a little bit. So this would be a little bit of a red flag for me that it's downtrending. But in the last, since 2018, if you look at this, the green line and the red line, they're actually uptrending quite a bit. So I don't know what's happened, if the company has turned around a little bit in middle of 2018, but it seems to be doing all right in the past year or so. Anyways, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Remember to hit that like button down below. And if you could do me a huge favor and share this video on social media so other people can check out these stocks, that would be amazing too. Thanks so much for watching, and let's get rich together.